This is a short section just on how to deal with questions in a training time. This may seem like an awful lot for a relatively minor issue, but it is a huge issue, so I want to give it the time it deserves. Let's hop in now. Anytime someone asks you a question during a training or appears like they're trying to ask you a question, you have to use a lot of judgment quickly to figure out what your response is. There's no one ironclad answer for every single question. For starters, you got to look at the clock. Is this a training where you have a tremendous amount of material and you literally only have 40 minutes with this group and you'll never see them again? If that's the case, then, and I would say almost only then, you need to tell the person, I'll be taking questions after our 40-minute session, because some people have to leave and we're officially ending in 40 minutes. In that particular case, I would ask you to hold off. But the first thing I want you to think about is always ask yourself, where does this question fall into the context of our overall time? If you're an hour into an 8-hour day of training or a 2-day training and someone has a question, my general inclination is to never tell them, hold all questions. So that's your first step. You've really got to ask yourself, how much time do you have? Also, how large is the room? If it's a 90-minute training session, but you're in front of 1,000 people, and one person has their hand up all the way in the back of the room, and you'd have to walk off the stage and go all the way back there for anyone to hear it, you've got to use your judgment there of, is this the appropriate time to take questions? But never just uniformly have a policy of all questions till the end. Always ask yourself, is this appropriate? Is there time for it? How much time is this potential question out of our overall amount of time? Think about that before you do anything else. The worst thing you can do, I believe, as a trainer is to simply have a blanket policy, hold all questions till the end. Horrible, horrible policy, because the person asking you a question is doing so because, in most cases, they're confused by something you said, they don't see how something connects, they're a little bit lost, or they're genuinely curious about something you just addressed or did not address. All of those are good reasons for answering the question now, because if one person is confused, maybe they're actually voicing the confusion that everyone else has in the room. So this is why I don't think you should say, hold all questions till I finish with my presentation. I want to shift your attitude a little here. This training, this presentation within a training, it's not your presentation. It's not your speech. It is the trainee's presentation. It is the trainee's training. So everything you do has to be focused on helping them. It's not about some set number of slides you have to go through, even if you do have to go through all of them. It's about satisfying the understanding of your clients, of the people you're training. So that's why I would beg you, never just in a knee-jerk way, tell people, hold all questions till the end. It also makes you look arrogant, unapproachable. It stifles questioning, because how many people really remember their question 5 or 10 or 20 minutes later? You've basically shut them up. Never a good thing.